Is there a God? And if so, are we simply meant to believe in him? Or can science actually prove or disprove his existence? For centuries, humanity has searched the cosmos and the code of life for answers, wondering whether a grand designer lies behind it all, or if the universe is a self-sustaining marvel. But what if the latest discoveries in science and philosophy suggest that the universe might stand on its own without the need for a divine creator? In this video, we'll explore 3 cutting-edge scientific and philosophical arguments that challenge not just the necessity, but even the plausibility of a divine being. Prepare to challenge your assumptions and join us on a journey to the very edge of knowledge. 1. The infinite regress problem. Do we really need a God to start it all? Is invoking a divine creator a solution? Or does it just push the question back one step further? Philosophers from Aristotle to Bertrand Russell have grappled with the first cause problem. If everything has a cause, what caused the first cause? Traditionally, God is posited as the uncaused cause. But if we can accept that God is uncaused, why not apply the same logic to the universe itself? This is the heart of the infinite regress problem. If every explanation requires another explanation, we never reach a satisfying answer. Modern cosmology suggests the universe had a beginning, the Big Bang. In their work, The Nature of Space and Time, Stephen Hawking and Roger Penrose discuss how the universe appears to have originated from a singularity, but this does not necessarily require a supernatural cause. Quantum cosmology, for example, proposes that the universe could have emerged from a quantum vacuum fluctuation, a process that doesn't require a conscious agent, as Alexander Vilenkin argued in his paper, Creation of Universes from Nothing. Furthermore, physicist Lawrence Krauss, in his book, A Universe from Nothing, explores how the laws of physics might allow for the spontaneous creation of the universe. Stephen Hawking and Leonard Mlodinow also famously asserted in The Grand Design that, because there is a law such as gravity, the universe can and will create itself from nothing. 2. The fine-tuning argument and the multiverse. Is our universe really unique? Does the universe's apparent fine-tuning demand a designer? Or could there be a natural explanation? Many argue that the precise values of physical constants, like the strength of gravity or the charge of the electron, are so perfectly set for life that it must be the work of a designer. However, the multiverse hypothesis offers a radical alternative. What if our universe is just one of countless universes, each with different physical laws and constants? In such a scenario, it's not surprising that at least one universe, ours, has the right conditions for life, purely by chance. The multiverse is more than science fiction. Andre Linde describes how inflationary cosmology naturally leads to the idea of multiple universes. Leonard Susskind, in his paper, The Anthropic Landscape of String Theory, discusses how string theory predicts a vast landscape of possible universes, each with its own set of physical constants. Additionally, Hugh Everett introduced the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, suggesting that all possible outcomes of quantum measurements actually occur in separate, parallel universes. While the multiverse remains a hypothesis, it provides a naturalistic explanation for fine-tuning that doesn't require invoking a supernatural designer. 3. The lack of empirical evidence, science and falsifiability. Should we believe in things for which there is no empirical evidence? Science is built on testable, falsifiable claims. For a hypothesis to be scientific, it must be possible to prove it wrong. Philosopher Karl Popper emphasized this point in his influential book, The Logic of Scientific Discovery, arguing that falsifiability is a hallmark of scientific theories. Despite centuries of searching, there is no direct, empirical evidence for the existence of a deity, no testable predictions, no measurable phenomena. As Carl Sagan famously said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. The absence of evidence is not necessarily evidence of absence, but in science, claims without evidence are generally set aside until proof emerges. This is why many scientists and philosophers, including Richard Dawkins and Daniel Dennett, argue that belief in God is a matter of personal faith, not scientific fact. The universe is vast, mysterious, and awe-inspiring. But as science advances, the need for a supernatural explanation seems to shrink. Whether it's the infinite regress problem, the multiverse, or the lack of empirical evidence, each argument challenges the traditional notion of a divine creator. Does this mean God definitely doesn't exist? Not necessarily. But it does mean the question is more open and more fascinating than ever before. What do you think? Can science really disprove the existence of God? Or is that a contradiction in terms? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending explorations at the frontier of science and philosophy. Thanks for watching.